What's up, guys? The moment you've all been waiting for. The results of the $100 Visa gift card raffle. That was totally not a scheme to try to get more views on my video. Wouldn't think of it. Let me read the instructions just to refresh our memories before I start reading through the comments that you guys left. Just read these instructions. Videos. Okay, never seen anyone else try this. The title of that video, Never Seen Anyone Else Try This, is referencing the scheme that I'm talking about, this raffle scheme. It's not a scheme at all. The raffle, where I give you a scavenger hunt and have you look through the video to find something and then comment about it. I've never seen someone try that. I'm not certain that nobody has, but that's what the video title is about. Anyway, never seen anyone try this. I'm trying it. Did it work? I don't know. Not sure, but let's read these instructions here. All right, here are the rules of the raffle. Multiple times in this video, I request you to leave a comment below. There are several times in this video where I say, comment below why you think I did this. Comment below if you think I'm an idiot. Comment below if you've ever worn a helmet, etc. Those are just examples, not real. If you respond to one of these requests in particular, you will be entered into a random drawing for a $100 Visa gift card. But you have to respond directly to the thing that I said. Let me read that again. You have to respond directly to the thing that I said. So if somebody hypothetically, for example, said something unrelated, they would not qualify for this raffle. So it says, but you have to respond directly to the thing that I said. Answer my question. That's what I say. Answer my question. I ask a question, you have to answer the question. And also, you have to use a secret keyword in your response. And then I go on to explain, how do you know what the keyword is? You guys have mostly figured that out. The word was gray, G-R-A-Y, the American way. And that answer was hidden in one of my short videos that you guys found. So only comments that include the word gray will be included. I imagined that you guys would write a response to my question incorporating the word gray into your response. That turned out to be just a product purely of my imagination. That's not the form that it took. Nobody actually did that. You just inserted the word gray at the end or at the beginning. Fine, makes sense. Not against the rules, it's fine. So I'm only going to be looking for comments that include the word gray in them. So far, after reading the instructions, I'm going to be looking for the word gray, and then I will read those comments. The next thing I'm looking for is, did you respond to a question that I asked in the video? So those will be people who are included in the raffle, people who did that. It goes on to say, you will find these answers in one, okay, I already said that. Winner will be announced on August 23rd. That was a lie. Today is August 24th. I had a baby shower yesterday. That wasn't on my calendar for some reason when I wrote these rules, so I'm a day late. No purchases necessary. I had to include that. I think it's YouTube rules. One winner will be selected at random from all eligible comments that meet the requirements. Not all the comments met the requirements, so those won't be included. This giveaway is not affiliated, sponsored by, or endorsed by YouTube. I had to say that too. Okay. You know what I just realized though? You know what I just realized? That nowhere in here does it say anything about barn animals. All I say is that you have to answer my question and also use the keyword. In the video that I revealed the secret keyword, the word gray, in that video, I said something about the comment that you have to respond to will be followed by the sound of barn animals. But I guess I didn't write it in these instructions for some reason. I thought I did. But I guess that means following my own rules. I guess if you respond to a question that I asked at all, whether or not it was followed by the sound of barn animals, you will be included. For those of you curious though, I'll show you right now the part that I was referring to, because some of you were like hearing geese and like other animals, but here's the part I was referring to. This does not be fun. The answer is it can't not be fun. It is fun. Tell me down below if you agree or disagree with that little rant. Is it possible that somebody could not know that that's a barn animal? I guess it's possible. I guess this is sort of not a Eurocentric, even just an Americo-centric bias of mine, that I would expect everybody would know that a cow is a barn animal. I guess in some countries that watch this, maybe they don't have cows in the barns, or maybe that doesn't sound like a cow. Maybe that just sounds like one of the hormone-filled, antibiotic-eating, fake beef cows that we have here in America, that may or may not actually live in barns. So this whole thing is highly questionable, but I guess for the purposes of this raffle, I won't count on that. I mean, if you just answered my question, if you just answered any question, I suppose you'll be included. Okay, so I'm looking for the word gray, and I'm looking for you to have answered my question, any of the questions I asked. I asked quite a few, so here we go. I'm gonna read the comments. Oh, and the other criteria was you had to have the comments in by midnight of August 23rd. So if you have your comment submitted by midnight of, well, hold on. You know what? That's not in the rules either. I wrote that in my community post when I told you that I was delaying this for a day. Okay, so it'd be kind of unfair for me to hold you to that, since it wasn't in the instructions that you had to have it in by August 23rd at midnight. That was in the community post. So you know what? I'm only looking for what, if you did what's in the instructions. If you left a comment, has the word gray in it, and you responded to one of my questions, I'm going to include you in the random raffle. I'll write your name on a piece of paper, and I will randomly draw and see who wins. And then I'll get your address and I'll mail it to you. Hopefully you're in the US, because I've never shipped something internationally. All right, here we go. Dang, 106 comments. I think I will go to my YouTube studio. First of all, I can't believe that this top video didn't get more views, or a higher percent viewed than this. I thought that was a pretty good video, but pretty good thumbnail, I thought. I mean, look at that thumbnail. How could you not? I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good thumbnail. But it didn't, it says I got similar views, but I don't know. It just seemed like it underperformed, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's go to the video in question. Going to type videos. Alright, never seen anyone else try this. Here we go. Oh, dang. Okay, view all comments. Let us, alright, don't do that. Let us search for the keyword gray. Alright, all these comments have the word gray in them. Okay, alright, nice. Quite a few. Alright, I'm gonna get a pen and write these down. If I have a pen. Oh, here we go. What am I going to write it on, though? I'll write it on this junk mail. All right. If your comment is eligible, I'm going to write it right here. Rip it up, put it in a hat, and draw randomly. Okay, let's see. Starting at the beginning. Okay, we have Divy and Sam. I'm responding to the part where you asked us to leave a comment. I really appreciate how things were handled in that moment. Gray. I say, haha, good try. Is it wrong? Yes, you have to respond to the question I asked. Okay, he says correctly, find it, and he says he'll fix it. Divy says again, I'm responding to the part. It does make sense to me, the branch was too long. So if you would have landed it horizontally, okay, yeah, I did ask a question about why I cut the branch like I did. So, all right, name on the paper is Divy and Sam. Congrats, Divy. We'll see if you won. And then there's some drama I saw where Surinder Chandru is calling him a beggar and a scammer, which is yet to be seen. I don't know why. I mean, he just seems excited. I don't know that he's a scam. I don't see evidence that he's a scammer, but what do I know? I'm just a tree cutter. Beggar, scammer, just try and fool everyone out. Be nice to each other, guys. Come on. All right, moving on up. Endless metaphor. Gray, I just want to respond to your question on who do you think burned the most calories in your crew? Pick Tony. Wrong answer. It was me, but I'll give you that. Endless metaphor. Endless metaphor. Here we go. All right, moving on up. Disfigured glimpse. I'm responding to your question at 15:04. Yeah, I did, and trust me, I noticed real quick when the leg strap wasn't secure. Good response. I asked if you'd ever accidentally not strapped your spikes, I think, or your harness. Almost gave myself a heart attack up there. Glad I caught it before things got sketchy. Bark, 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 Gray. Not the animal I was thinking, but doesn't matter at this point. You're in the mix. Disfigured glyph. Oh, sorry, it's glyph. Did I say glimph? That makes no sense. All right, moving on up. Surinder Chandru said he can't find anything. I think he comes back into play later on. I say, okay, now follow the instructions. He says gray. He says cow. Gray, but he doesn't answer one of my questions. We'll see. I think he comes back later. We'll see. I think you come back. I'm talking to you, Surinder Chandru. I think you come back and make it happen. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Here we go. We got Millionate. Says gray, sheep or cattle, bro. Well, I didn't ask you anything that is an answer to, so not qualified. Cricket 14C, I'm sorry, Cricket L4C says, I think the most dangerous moment was when you had to balance while cutting above your head. That's like wrestling with a barn animal, all about timing and control. Gray. Really, really interesting response. I'll have to think about that one while I'm going to sleep tonight to really kind of grasp the full weight of it. But I guess he's responding to something I said there. Sounds like he is, if I remember right. So I'm going to count you in. Cricket L4. Here we go. Sunrise in April. Here's my response at 9:45. I feel like not every branch needs a saw. Some are thin enough to handle by hand. That lets you get clear. Small stuff faster. It also keeps the groundwork cleaner and more controlled. I also heard a rooster growing in the background and a cow's secret code word is gray. It's not really a secret, okay? Everybody knows the keyword at this point, but I will give it to you. Sunrise in April. You are in the mix. Moving on up. Natiao starts off strong with the keyword gray, so I know you're in. There's no doubt. Well, you're partially in. Let's see what you have to say. At 48:56, I'm planning to rig it out in sections. That way I can control the descent and make sure it clears the roof without hitting anything. I heard a cow at the end of the video. You heard the cow, knew it was a cow. He's talking about, I think, why I did what I did. Clearly watched the video. Tio, you are in the mix, my friend. Here we go with Arian Cena. Gray, I think goose. If I'm not mistaken, that is a brand of vodka, which is a nice response, but I don't think I asked anything in the video to which the name of a drink separated by the words I think would be a response. So I'm not sure if I can count that, but we'll keep looking. All right, Sunrise in April gives another response. You need not, my friend. Oh, I think somebody asked if they keep asking questions, or if they keep answering questions, would that count as 2 entries in the raffle? No. So you're already in, Sunrise in April. No need to continue answering. Happy to have you, but you're in. Here we go, Flaunt E6D, Gray Buffalo. If there was the sound of a buffalo in there, I'd like to go back to that job site and spot the buffalo with my own eyes, because I didn't see one. I'm not saying there wasn't one there, but I'm looking for a response to my question here. Gray, I think geese or donkey. No comment. I heard the sound of alpacas. Gray. Again, if there were alpacas there, I missed it. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for the sound of the response to a question. Cow. Gray. Surrender Chandru, I really admire the effort. You're really giving it you're showing up. You're showing up, you're not quite showing out. I need a response to a question. But I'm thrilled to have you as a viewer, and I hope you stick around. Here we go. Divi Shik Sam, you're already in, my friend. You were the first part. You're the first one. You're already in. Gray, the reason you did it was so you didn't hit the house. Pretty straightforward. I mean, there really wasn't even anything to that question. I said, why did I do this? It wasn't a trick question. It was, I think I was just trying to engage the audience by asking a question that really didn't need to be asked. I did it so I wouldn't hit the house. That's the true answer. So, last entry into the contest comes your friend and mine, Taman Gamer. Why do I suspect you're not from America? If not, I'm thrilled to have an international audience. I might be wrong. What do I know? I'm not a gamer. Nor am I a Taman variety of gamer. I think that's all. All the comments that say Gray in there, so no other comments count, right? Well, here we go. Oops, hold on. Stop my screen recording here. Oh, I guess it stopped already. Alright, I'm going to rip you guys up and put you in my... Hopefully I can do this. Damn it. I really need some scissors. I wonder if I have a knife. Oh, there's a spider in here. Die! Ew! Okay. I don't think I have a knife. Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll just open this and rip the thing apart. Guys, I'm going to mix you guys up, put you in my cup holder. I will mix you about, and I will pull one out. The winner of this raffle, I will try to DM you on YouTube if you can do that, and I will ask you for a mailing address. I will stick into an envelope a $100 Visa gift card. I will put it in my mailbox, and I will allow the postman or woman to pick it up and carry it to your destination. If you wish to put in a fake address, you are welcome to, although I promise I will responsibly handle. I will swiftly burn your address and wipe it out of my memory so that I shall not abuse it or sell it to any companies that may use it in a nefarious way. And I would ask that you do the same. Actually, I won't rely on you doing the same. I simply won't include a return address on the envelope. So I won't give you the chance to abuse, not that you would, my address. Anyway, I think all I have to say. Kind of hoping somebody doesn't walk by my window while I'm talking to myself in here. I keep looking out the window of my car, hoping that doesn't happen. All right, you're all in there, guys. For all 8 of you viewing this video, here we go. Mix it up. By the way, guys, I'm filming this on a camera called an Insta360 X5. It's really the only camera that you should be filming anything on, especially tree work, but anything. It allows you to do stuff in post-production like this. See, you couldn't do that with any other camera. I don't even have to make sure that I get the shot right now. I don't even have to make sure. I could be filming over there, or over there, or right here. It doesn't matter. I just put the camera up, and then I edit it later. It's the best thing ever. Resolution's great. Guys, to get one of these cameras, I'm not sponsored. This isn't a sponsored video. But I do have an affiliate link in the description. So if you go to the description, buy the camera with a starter bundle, you need that. Buy the camera, you give back to me like I'm giving to you now. You can give back to my channel by buying the camera through my affiliate link. I'll get a percentage of the proceeds. Anyway, enough chatter. The winner of the $100 Visa gift card to be mailed from me to you. Who's it gonna be? Nitao! Nitao! Congratulations, my friend. Wow. Wow. Hundreds, smackaroos. Dollars. I'll send you. It'll be dollars. Won't be smackaroos. I'll coming your way, my friend. Really can't say enough about how much I value your viewership. Everybody else is gone at this point. It's only you left. Thank you, my friend. And thank all of you. Thank all of you for playing. Natiao, congratulations. You really are something special. I hope you know it. I hope you come back and view more. I'll hit you up for your address, or just DM me with it if you see this, so I don't have to track you down. If I'm unable to get your address after a certain amount of time, I'll have to go to the next guy, do this again, and see and give it to someone else. But find me, or I'll find you. Give me the address. I'll send you a card. $100, my friend. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for watching. Love you guys. Be sure to tune in for the next one, and get one of these cameras, man. They're the best. Link in the description. Bye bye.